What's going on, everyone? You're welcome to Web Chrony Online YouTube channel. Today I want to show you how you can use your browser as a tool to check the responsiveness of your web page. In the previous tutorial, we designed a website that was responsive and we used our browser to check the responsiveness. Perhaps most of you didn't achieve the result that I had on my screen, and the reason is that I have been using this browser for quite some time now, and I've configured it to do the work for me as I want. So today I want to walk you through the process of configuring your browser so that you can use it to check the responsiveness of your web page without any trouble. If this sounds interesting to you, kindly leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now let's begin. Okay guys, so to configure your browser and use it as a tool for checking the responsiveness of your web page, you have to access the developer tool. Okay, so in Google Chrome there are three ways of accessing the developer tool, and the first way is by pressing F12. So once you press F12, the console will be opened and then you can continue to do something. Now let me also walk you through the two other processes. Now the second way of opening the console is to right click on anywhere on the page and then select inspect. And once you do that, it will open the element aspect of the developer tool and you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. And the final way of doing so is to click on this three vertical dots or the menu icon, then you select more tools, then you select developer tools. You can also access this same place using the keys combination Ctrl+Shift+I. So I'll click on it and the developer console will be opened like this. Now as you can see, the screen has been split into two. This is the developer tool and this is the web page that I am checking the responsiveness of. Now this part is adjustable, so what it means is that I can put my cursor here and drag it anyhow I want, and as I do that, you see that at the top right corner of the web page you can see the dimensions right there. So you can just drag it anyhow you want to check the responsiveness of your web page, and you can also drag it back to see how it will look like on a bigger screen. But on that day when we were designing the prototype of this website, you see here, this wasn't how it was appearing, and this is how it appears if it is your very first time of opening the developer console and using it as a tool to check the responsiveness of your web page. So to obtain the result that I had in the previous video, you just move your cursor to this icon that looks like a mobile phone and a laptop put together. So once you click it like this, then it will open a new version of the responsive tool. So at the moment the dimensions have been set to responsive, and what it means is that I can just drag this like this to change the dimensions of my web page. Not only can we drag the width, we can also drag the height anyhow we want. Okay, now suppose I want to use a specific device to check the responsiveness of my web page. I can just click on this drop down arrow like this and I can select any device of my choice. So for example, if I select the Galaxy Note 3, this is how it appears for you and how you can also use it to check the responsiveness of your web page. So as you can see, the Galaxy Note 3 has a width of 360 pixels and a height of 640 pixels. At the moment, the zooming has been set to 90%. You can increase it and also decrease it as well. So for example, if I set it to 100%, you see that it appears quite bigger, but it doesn't show everything. Okay, but in order for it to show everything, you can either set it to 75% or 50% depending on the width and height of the device you are using. So let me set it back to 100% like this. And the good news is that if you change the device, the zooming changes as well, unless of course you set it by default. Now if you want to see how the web page will appear on this same Galaxy Note 3 when it is rotated on the side, we can just click on this icon here which says rotate, and once you do that, it will rotate the device, and then it will show you how the web page will look like once the device has been rotated. Okay, now let me bring it back to its original position and also change the device to, let's say, iPhone 12 Pro. So this is the iPhone 12 Pro, and as you can see, the zoom is only 50 pixels. Let me increase it to 75 pixels. And the iPhone 12 Pro has a width of 390 and a height of 844 pixels. Now by default, if you are opening this for the very first time, some devices are not selected, and I'll show you how to do the selection or include them to the list right here. So as you can see, there is this last option here which says edit. Once I click on the edit, a list of devices will appear. If this one is not selected, perhaps this has been selected, this one has been selected, make sure you click on the devices. And once you click on the devices, you can see that some of the devices have been checked and others are unchecked. So the ones that are checked are the ones that appear once you click on this drop down arrow. If you want those that have not been checked to appear on the list, then you have to check them. So for example, I will check this iPhone X like this. I will also check the iPad mini. I will uncheck the iPad Air. I will check the iPhone XR. I don't know what this version of iPhone is, but let me check it. Then, or maybe I'll check the Nokia Lumia as well. So once I have selected them, you can also add your own device. So for example, if you click here, you can give a device name, you can set the width, you can set the height, and maybe add it right here. You can also go ahead and do some more configurations here. I'm not sure I want to go into this, so I'll just cancel like this. So when I come back here and I click on this drop down arrow, you see that some new devices have been added. So for example, we have the iPhone XR here, we also have the Nokia Lumia here, and then we also have the iPad mini right here. So that is how it is. Okay, great. So let me show how it will appear. Let me show how this website will appear on an iPad. I can click here, and this is my iPad right here. I can also come back here and select the iPad Pro, and this is how it will appear on the iPad Pro. You can see that the iPad Pro has, bigger dimensions as compared to the usual iPad. Okay, now in the previous tutorial I also showed some devices which had frames. Okay, so for example, the iPhone 6, iPhone 7 or iPhone 8 Plus like this, if you select it, at the moment there is no frame. So if you want the frame to come, so that at least it will give you a feel like indeed you are checking the responsiveness on an iPhone, just move your cursor to this icon here which says more option, and you click to open it. And once it is open, you select the first option which says show device frame. So once I click on it like this, this will have a frame and it will give you the feeling that indeed this is an iPhone. So for example, now the zoom has been set to 82%. If I set it to 75%, you can see how beautiful this is. I want us to show the full iPhone, so let me set it to 50%, and as you can see, we have our full iPhone 7, iPhone 6 or iPhone 8 Plus right here, and the dimensions are 414 pixels for width and then 736 for height. And we can also click on this icon to rotate the device to show how it will appear on this device once it has been rotated. Okay, yeah, so guys, that will be all for now. Thank you very much for sticking with me to the very end. I appreciate your time and your effort, and those who are subscribed, I love you so much. Thank you for holding me down. And to those of you who are not yet subscribed, I call on you to subscribe to the channel now, because I appreciate that. I have the link to my WhatsApp group where I share links to my resources and also offer personalized assistance to people who are subscribed to my channel in the description. So go check it out and join this platform. I will see you with another tutorial. Until then, peace out.